Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with match number 2 with our Swiss draft with Battle for Zendikar, currently 1-0. Yes, we'd like to play first. This seems like an excellent hand. Excellent, excellent. We'll actually lead off with the Evolving Wild. No, we won't. We have. I thought we needed a green source here, but no, we'll lead off with the Forest. And we have Pressure with the Snapping Gnarlid. We have a Retreat, which is going to be pretty decent. Now let's watch her to get out the Wind Rider. I might just actually go search for blue source to try to get this Wind Rider out. And yeah, have a pretty decent game plan. Liking this hand. We beat the aggressive green-white allies deck, so I'm hoping it's more mid-range decks because the Omnoth will take over those mid-range games if we just get to him. So we will just put out the Gnarlid next turn, and then Evolving Wilds can make him a 4/4 on the following turn. So another green deck. Green did seem to be, I don't know, we seem to get a lot of green cards. It wasn't highly picked. I think white was the overdrafted color in our, white and black for sure. Or the only problem I had with black, I think the black cards were just a little bit weak, at least on our end. Because I did take that Smothering Abomination first pick and then nothing. So we'll go Gnarlid. This will put him under pressure. Under pressure. Might actually Looming Spires here. And yeah, over Evolving Wilds. We could actually, if we draw another basic land, I'll probably just Retreat. Retreat is very powerful with the draw that we have because we can slap down Retreat, tap down blockers. Then we can basically guarantee getting in for 3 per turn with the Gnarlid. Sylvan Scrying. And he finds a Blighted Cataract, which is the black one? No, blue one. Draw a card. Draw 2 cards. Okay. That is okay. So we know he's a blue deck as well. So I think we might as well just get in for enough damage. I will, if I draw a basic land here, we absolutely we'll play the Retreat. If not, Evolving Wilds is the name of the game. And yep, it will be the Evolving Wilds. Or Looming Spires is actually fine here. Because we want more, yeah, we want more value out of the Evolving Wilds if that actually ends up being the scenario. Yep, this will just make a 4/4. And this is how aggressive you can see this format being. I'd love to draw just a basic land next turn, because then we can Valakut Predator and not waste Evolving Wilds. Like, I kind of want to use Evolving Wilds the same turn, not wait a turn for it. I mean, we definitely will wait a turn. If I have to go Valakut Predator and just play Evolving Wilds, we can do that. Retreat to Cornhelm's also a great draw. Or a great play next turn. Allows us to tap down a blocker. And Evolving Wilds. Depends on exactly how we do this. And I think at this point what we do is we just attack with the Gnarlid. Yeah, it's most likely going to be Valakut Predator. Okay, so this changes things. Does it change things? I don't think it does. We'll put out the Predator. And yeah, an island's fine. And attack in with a 3/3. He's down to 13. I'm quite aggressive here. I wonder if that flyer, the 5-mana flyer, is actually not that bad. The 3/4 landfall +2/+2. I might actually try him. It seems like another aggressive deck. I don't know how much I want to be trying any higher drops. But with Evolving Wilds, it gets +4/+4. If I have any lands left at that point, that's the problem with 6 lands. You've probably already used most of your lands at that point. So nothing on our opponent's part. We'll just retreat here for sure. And this will allow us to tap down his Invoker. And we'll go and get another mountain. Yeah, another mountain for sure. And we'll scry 1 here. Guess I could have waited for that to tap down again. I think we just get the damage in while we can. I'm going to scry anything away but a land unless it's amazing. So 6, 7, or 10 damage here. Could have a way to deal with one of these guys. Definitely want this one. And pass. And he does not have an answer. Wow. And a turn he can go find a land. Could play something big, but something's getting tapped down for sure. And if we stack it right, it won't untap too. So see what big card's coming out. Brood Monitor, that's annoying. Means he'll have to block a lot of stuff. So yeah, we know what we get. I just need to stack this correctly. So we go the Skyline Cascade and stack bottom, bottom, then this, which will go on the Brood Monitor, and then tap down the Brood Monitor. So the Brood Monitor is not going to untap. And then we still attacking with everything. Which once again puts him under a lot of pressure. He has to block both. So at least minimum he has to lose till Eldrazi spawns, which makes it so he can't ramp into something insane. And we'll put out a Wind Rider. He doesn't untap his Brood Monitor, which is going to be very relevant. And now he's got to deal with a 4/3 flyer. He actually does look like more of a ramp-based strategy, so I could actually keep on doing what I'm doing and not make a lot of changes. He has 8 mana available. And something big's coming out here. Get a lifelink. Whenever a creature attacks this turn, it gains lifelink until end of turn. And it gets haste. But and he was able to awaken it. But all he can gain is just 7 here, and then he has to leave back blockers and hope I can't tap down. And he puts 2 counters on the Invoker. He can come in for 8 here. Gains lifelink. I could kill off his Invoker. I think I just take 8. He'll gain 8, go to 11. And then if we draw a land, we just win. Jeez. That was pretty good of a swing. I thought for sure we'd have him here. So we just need to Evolving Wilds be great. Spell Shrivel's okay. He won't have lifelink again, but you can give some +5/+5. So I think we just attack in with just the Wind Rider. Keep up a Spell Shrivel. And cast... Oh, we can't actually keep up a Spell Shrivel. Uh-oh. Wow. Yeah, we might actually just need to put out an Eyeless Watcher. And then we can at least sack the Eldrazi's if we need to counter something. Put both these on bottom. And we'll put out a Watcher. Which gives us blockers. I guess we could have attacked him with more, but I think this is fine. We pretty much... We have blockers for everything. He does have a lot of combat tricks in his deck. I mean, these are sorcery speed, though. None of them are necessarily combat tricks. He can draw a lot of cards with his Blighted Cataract, but that will take his turn. Seek the Wilds, confine him a creature. Can't find him a spell. I think we're more worried about spells at this point than a creature. So Feldar Sovereign, which he cannot cast this turn. Oh, he can now, but he has to tap his planes. Does not have flying, so I'm okay with that. And why didn't I counter that? Oh, well. That was probably something I needed to counter with the Spell Shrivel. Alrighty, that was definitely a misplay. We can tap it down, though, and swing in for lethal. If we just get a land. And maybe I should have wanted a land on top. Boiling Earth just does 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Yeah, it's terrible now. We can Awaken for 7, though. Make a 4/4. I think we just attack in with... our Wind Rider. So 2 huge mistakes that I did. It might have cost me the game here. Because we do want... Yeah, I'm going to put both these on bottom. We want to land. And I should have... Well, we can still make him not gain life by blocking with the Eldrazi spawn. I don't think I quite put out an Incubator drone. Yeah, we will. So just 2 cards in our opponent's hand. He still has to deal with my flyer. He put attacks with the Feldar Sovereign will block and sack. And alright, so we still win that. Oh, geez. So we would have drawn into a land. Land would have tapped down something. Okay, so what is good? I think that we want to go over the top of him, which is... He's giving us plenty of time. See, this is the card that I think is not bad. He doesn't have much flying. I think we'll try the Wave Wing. Spell Shrivel seemed incredibly powerful. Valakut Invoker also seems not pretty decent. And the Cloud Manta might just keep... Yeah, I don't know if the Wave Wing deserves a spot or not. It's 6 mana. Void Winnower, that was very hard for our deck to cast, but this could just mess him up. I don't think we need any early cards. Boiling Earth, that seems very weak against his deck. Radiant Flames. I don't know if Radiant Flames actually... Is there enough stuff that we saw on his end that we can clear? Like, it's a one-sided clear, though. I think it's fine. The Wave Wing Elemental is the other card, or Breaker of Armies, or even the Eldrazi Devastator do seem okay. But this has been working out pretty well for us. I'll submit this. Boiling Earth did have ways to kill his Eldrazi spawns. We did see some Eldrazi spawns. In all honesty, this doesn't seem bad. We have to Seek the Wilds to find exactly what we need. We'll have a first turn Lumbering Falls that we can put into play tapped. We have ways. He does seem to be a bigger deck so that we can spell Shrivel away on turn 3 any one of his threats. So hoping he doesn't have a 1-drop. Yeah, if we can just get to turn 3, will be great. Incubator Drone's fine. The Lumbering Falls is an elemental. Sweet. So with Omnoth, he does have a 2-drop. Just Seek. Okay, Seek isn't something that I necessarily am too worried about. And only gets a forest, so he needs the lands. So we'll do a Seek of our own. And definitely get Omnoth. Yeah, we want the Omnoth, even though we can't cast it in quite a long time. But it's the best card in our deck. And no spell this turn, so it's going to make both of our spell shrivels incredibly powerful. Not going to cast a Predator. We are going to keep up the spell shrivel. Need to hit land drops after this. We have the green. We need the red for Omnoth. No play on his part. Oh, right. So there's a Rumbler. He's got to have a 5-drop. Maybe Predator the last turn was great. Yeah, you have a 5-drop. How can you not cast any of the double blue or double white, double green? I just want to draw a land and go land go. And this is 8, though. It's going to force me to cast a Rumbler. I hate doing this because this now gives him a free reign at like a Felidar Sovereign, which then is going to be hard for me to deal with. But he correctly anticipated, he correctly anticipated a spell shrivel in my hand. And the Felidar just might get me. We'll put out a Watcher. And then pass the turn. See if he goes Awaken here. A Brood Monitor. Gives him a ton of... Can't attack into my guy, though. That's actually very interesting. I need to hit lands. More lands the merrier. There's a land. So at this point, I do think we just keep back. Yeah, we have blue sources. We have Eldrazi Signs that can sacrifice to Spell Shrivel. So we could Valakut Predator, or we could put out an Incubator Drone. And I think that the right play is an Incubator Drone. Put out some more Scions. And just pass a turn. So you need our red source for the Omnoth. And then we're great. And Omnoth will take over the game. We might have to sack 2 Eldrazi spawns here to counter something. I mean, he's got 6 cards in hands, plenty of lands. I guess I should have just held up the counterspells for one more turn, but I mean, we would have had a discard. At that point, I think I had to cast something. What can he do here? So block, that's 3, 4. And I'm going to definitely counter anything that he tries to do. So maybe instead of him, that's 4, 5. He's going to be doing something in response. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoops, I messed up big time. Oh, yeah, I needed one of those off. So exiles 1, 2. I guess that doesn't even matter. Yeah, that ended up being really bad because then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. See, if I exile two Eldrazi spawns, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still 6. Yeah, we still kill it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sack this to add a mana. Sack this to add a mana. And we'll spell shrivel it. And he only kills my Grove. So we get the Felidar Sovereign out of the way. Yeah, it ended up being a great trade. We have another mountain. Ooh. Omnoth can just come out here. So 1, 2... Oh, but then we couldn't get any value out of it. I think we'll just mountain here. And we can put out another Incubator Drone or just a Valakut and then keep up another Spell Shrivel. Or at this point we might... Yeah, an Incubator Drone I think is fine. And then pass the turn. So one of his better cards with the Felidar Sovereign's out of the way. Still has tons of mana. And a 2-colored guy comes into play with is a 2/3. That's not too threatening. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we will. We will cast our nice little Omnoth. Which gets us a 5/5 elemental. So now we at least have value out of it. I don't have another Eldrazi spawn to sack to Spell Shrivel, though. Just do a creature or player or just player? Yeah, creature or player. This is a huge card. If he has another Scour the Existence, though, ugh. Yeah, and I can't Spell Shrivel. I think I had to go for it, though. We'll Predator and just keep up the Spell Shrivel. If I were to attack in, I would lose the Elemental. So, how can we get back out of this? Maybe I should have just waited for the Omnoth forever, indefinitely. I have to play faster. We're down to 11 minutes. Spell Shrivels are quite weak now. We still have our Flyer. We still have some more Rumblers that can hopefully punch through. And this gets countered. Yay, that's a huge card to counter. Perfect. So Void Winnower is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Void Winnower. I think I will attack him with both elementals. If he wants to double block, we'll at least get out one of his cards. He just takes it. Okay, that's fine. See if he has another Scour from Existence. So half his spells... Okay, half his spells were negated, and we win the match again. We'll go on to the finals. Our little Dirtle deck that I didn't think would work actually did end up working. So what would it have drawn into? Maybe he had all even spells in his hand. And a Wind Rider Patrol would have been very good, which would help scry away everything until we could eventually win with, I don't even know, huge Grove Rumbler with a bazillion. Anywho, we'll go on to the next match, Kevin, with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.